What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. It is 7:10 p.m. And yes, we're not starting to film until we're already closed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And Kyle and Devin both work today, as well as Ryan.
Yep.
But they've already left. They got off at 5:30. So we just closed, and Ryan was going to leave, but I was like, hey, stick around for a couple minutes so we can show the stuff you bought today.
Yeah.
So what'd you get?
I got a couple things. You're going to see a really cool trade-in, but this is part of it. So, got Serious Sam. You can see that? Yeah. Got Genji, Dawn of the Samurai. That one looks cool. And Indigo Prophecy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some kind of uncommon ones.
So that was part of a very large trade-in that came in towards the end of the day, which we're going to go through and show you guys everything, and then we'll talk about some stuff, and then we'll go home.
Yeah.
You going right now?
Probably.
Yeah, we don't have any packages or anything.
Oh, yeah. I've already seen the trade-in.
I haven't. I haven't looked at it yet.
He'll enjoy it.
All right. See ya. You don't work tomorrow.
No.
I guess we'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah. See you
It's so sad.
So, I may have made another purchase that Cooper did not approve of, but it's not going anywhere. So, this is my new Did you say snakes?
I don't know.
Snaps?
Somebody's like walking by talking on their phone.
So, this is my new TV, and it is right here. My child. It's got like a little knob on and off, and then the volume knobs on the side.
And then it has, there's all that if you need that for anything. But it has HDMI.
It has aux as well. Yeah, it has HDMI 1, 2, and 3. So it has 3 HDMI ports, VGA, and then it has component AV, optical, and a TV one. But
And we got the remote.
We got the remote, matching remote. I don't know a whole lot about this TV. And I told that to the person. So this was posted by Ben in the Double Jump group, and I'm friends with him on Facebook. So when I'm friends with somebody on Facebook and they post in our group, I get notified. And he posted it without a price, and I was like, usually I'd be like, you need a price, but this is an item that like it is worth whatever you're willing to pay, basically. There's only one currently on eBay for like $1,500. And I'm not saying it's worth that because I don't think it is.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But he had just like best offer on it, and he wanted to either do like money or Pokemon games or something like that. And so I had commented on it like, hey, I'm not gonna make you put a price on it. Like, I just don't want anybody like tagging me or getting upset about it. And then he messaged me today, and I commented that last night. He's like, hey, he's like, do you want this for $100 store credit? And I was just like, no. I was like, I didn't tell Cooper this. I was like, I'll buy it for $175 in store credit. And he agreed. Just because like I did feel like it was worth a little bit more. So. And then he brought us fresh eggs as well. He forgot the remote at home, and he has chickens. And I asked him about his chickens, and he's like, oh, they're good. And then he brought, we talked about eggs for a little bit, and then he brought the remote and farm fresh eggs. One of the eggs is green. But yes, I'm very happy to have this.
All right, guys, let's take a look at the trades from today. So I do believe there were some consoles traded in, but I didn't handle any trades today, so I don't know what there was, and I'm the only one here now, so no one to ask, but there's probably some consoles. For these here, we have PlayStation 3 camera, PlayStation navigation controller, and then 4 Move controllers, which is super awesome. These work with the PlayStation 3 camera, and then they also work with the PlayStation VR for PS4 and, I guess, PlayStation 5 now even, so we can always use those. We have a black chat pad for the 360, and then 2 PS1 controllers, clear blue and clear red. These are both in very, very nice condition. It's like super, super clean. This one has like a little indent on the joystick there, you can see, but other than that, these are like some of the best condition PlayStation 1 controllers I've ever seen. So that's super cool. We don't have a ton of games, but we have Killer Instinct. We have Call of Duty Ghosts. For Genesis, we have Sports Talk Baseball, NFL Quarterback Club, F-22 Interceptor, Hard Driving, and then the good one, or the most expensive one, we have Biohazard Battle. Definitely a game that we do not get in very often. That one is complete with all the extra paperwork and everything. Really nice condition. Then, for Xbox 360, I have put these in order of price, and I have done that for everything you're going to see from now on. So, we have Mass Effect 2, starting with the cheapest first, obviously. Very bottom game is the most expensive. Connect Adventures, Gears of War, Homefront. Most of them are $5, by the way. Blacksite Area 51, Splinter Cell Conviction, Crysis 2 Limited Edition, Guitar Hero 2, LA Noire, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Assassin's Creed 1, another copy of LA Noire, Street Fighter 4, Red Dead Redemption, Halo 3 ODST, Tony Hawk's Project 8, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Saw. Pretty cool, we never get that game. We also have, for the original Xbox, Silent Hill 2. This is the only original Xbox game we got today, but I'm definitely not complaining about that. And then, lastly, we have these two stacks here, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I believe that the majority of this stuff came from one person. This was I think the last trade-in of the day, and I don't think that it was someone's full collection, but it is a decent chunk. There's a lot of really, really good titles in here. So some of the PlayStation 2 games were from a separate trade, I'm pretty sure, because they were not stacked together when I gathered everything to film. But there's some really, really good stuff in here. I'm pretty sure this is what the title of the vlog is probably about, is this really awesome PS1 and PS2 collection. So we have, in order of price, again, like I said, we have Namco Museum Volume 3. Kind of rough on the manual here. Frogger. We're jumping up to 10 already. Oddworld Abe's Exodus. GTA 2. Fighting Force. You can see the price is increasing. Duke Nukem. Total Meltdown. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. What was the other one? Exodus? Yeah. Abe's Odyssey. Twisted Metal 4. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Twisted Metal 2. They're getting expensive. Resident Evil Director's Cut. Medieval 1, which is an awesome game. Played this one with my dad growing up. We had both of them. Then we have a disc-only Parappa the Rapper. We don't normally sell disc-only games, but for something like this, it's easy to make an exception. Once we finish the expansion, we're going to be putting out some more disc-only stuff. We're probably just going to have, you guys know how we kind of do things here, where we have like all the games in the back, and then some of the more expensive ones or special ones we'll put up front like this. But we also put disc-only ones up front like that. That's also kind of a special one. But when we finish up with the expansion, we're going to have more glass cases, and the plan is to have everything more separated. So the more games we can have front-facing instead of using the spines, the better. So, you know, if we can end up doing that, we'll have games in the back facing forward, then have games in the front laying down like this. That's kind of the plan, and all the disc-only stuff would probably go across the front like that. Then we'd have the more expensive games front-facing in the back, and then probably have some showing the spines as well. But with new glass cases will come a lot of room. So, in the Switch games are not going to be in a glass case at all. Maybe the loose ones, obviously, but most of them are going to be on the wall behind the counter. We're going to have a wall with slat wall like this, and then we're going to have shelves to hold everything, so all the Switch games will be front-facing. It's going to be really, really awesome. I'm excited for that, but we're just going to have more room overall. So, like, PlayStation might get its entire own glass case. That's kind of the plan. This one already has a Nintendo sticker, so probably keep Nintendo in here, but yeah, I want to have everything more separate. We're going to have an entire glass case just for factory sealed games. We're going to have an entire glass case just for consoles again. We used to, but it's been taken over by other stuff. We're going to have an entire glass case for big box, like special stuff, like the Final Fantasy, the Spider-Man, the God of War, all the big box random things that are in there. The box controllers will probably go in the same cabinet with the box games, but yeah, I'm excited about that. Can't wait. Back to the games. Sorry to distract. Okay, after disc-only Parappa the Rapper, we have Harvest Moon, Back to Nature. And then we have Resident Evil 2. This is the Player's Choice version, or Greatest Hits. Then we have a Black Label, Resident Evil 2. Then we have Parasite Eve. And the last game for PS1 is disc and manual only for Diablo. So no case artwork here, unfortunately. And the manual's kind of rough. It's got a rip right there. And then you can kind of see on the inside, it's not the best. It is still stapled together. It's intact. It's a little wrinkled, as you can see. And it's all there. It's not missing any pages or anything. But yeah, wish that one was complete, but not really going to complain either way because we don't get that game very often, and that is an awesome stack of PS1 games. Lots of good stuff in there. So, moving on to PS2. The reason I saved PS2 for last is because it has more expensive games, but also quantity-wise, there's obviously just way more. But there's also more cheaper ones. So, starting off from the cheapest game, we have Devil May Cry 2, Guitar Hero, Encore, Rock the 80s, Metal Gear Solid 3, Splinter Cell, Double Agent, Juiced 2, Tony Hawk's Project 8, God of War 2, 13, Twisted Metal Black, and we're already out of the $10 or under games, which most PS2 games fall into that category, $10 or less. So everything from here on is $12.99 or up. We have Street Fighter Alpha Anthology, Bully, Harvest Moon, Save the Homeland, Tony Hawk's Underground. So right here, this is where we get to the glass case games. So for us, anything that's $12.99 or cheaper goes out on the floor where customers can grab it and check it out. We do not sell anything at $13.99. That's just not a price we use. So the next price is $14.99. So anything $14.99 or higher goes over here in the glass cases, and it's locked up. There's a couple exceptions we make for cheaper games to go in the glass case, just some of like the Mario games for Wii that are a little bit cheaper. But so continuing on, Tony Hawk Underground, Tony Hawk's Underground 2, We Love Katamari, Neo Contra, Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence. I had to double check the price on this one because I don't think I've ever even seen this game. We get Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, but I didn't know that there was a second one, or at least I didn't remember. And I thought that it was supposed to be like a $5 game, but I double checked it and looked it up, and yeah, that's what it's going for. Then we have Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, the one Mortal Kombat game we don't really ever get. It's the most expensive one, of course, at least on PS2. And then we have Time Splitters 2, Alien Hominid. Ryan was going to buy this one, but it's got some water damage to it, unfortunately. And it's only on the bottom of the case, and it's only on the back of the case, and only at the bottom here. The top is fine. The side is fine. The front is fine. It's just that little section. Then we have Metal Slug Anthology, up above $30 now. Twisted Metal Head-On Extra Twisted Edition. This one I also did a double take when I saw it because I was like, isn't Twisted Metal on PS2 like $10? Because I know we had Twisted Metal Black in here. But Twisted Metal Head-On, we normally see it on PSP, not PS2. But yeah, it's kind of a cool one we'd never get. And then we have Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. This is the one that we get more often than number 2. Then we have Manhunt 2. Little areas of the artwork are worn white at the top there, and a little bit at the bottom. Then we have Half-Life, getting pretty expensive. And then we have our only disc-only PS2 game here, and that is Silent Hill Origins. And then we have the Crash Bandicoot Action Pack, which has these 3 games in it. It's one of these, triple packs here, which is pretty cool to see. I'm pretty sure that I already have this one. I didn't bother to check. There were no games today that I kept, by the way. Not a single one. Usually there's at least 1 or 2 each day, but nothing from today. Moving on, we're at the $50 mark here. We have The Suffering. Look at that face. That face says, please buy me. We then have Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. This is a game that we never get, and I think we've maybe had it twice ever, and we've been open since 2018. We're going on 3 years here, and we've only ever had this game a couple times. And it's complete! Pretty cool to see that. Last 2 games, guys. We have 2 more left. We have Silent Hill 2. It is the greatest hits one, but as you guys may or may not know, when COVID hit, the Silent Hill games, for whatever reason, all shot up in price, like, right away. It was crazy. Silent Hill 2, before COVID, was a $35 to $50 game, averaging probably $40 to $45 for a complete one. And then This has actually come down like at $100. This was selling for like 140 for a little bit there, which was crazy. But all the Silent Hill games did that, and I expected them to come back down pretty quick, and it has not happened. And so I think that these high prices, unfortunately, for Silent Hill are here to stay. They might come down slowly over time, but I mean, it's already been a year and they haven't really dropped. So I don't know why that is, because these games, the Silent Hill games for PS2, are not that rare. But I don't know, it's kind of crazy. So last one here, guys, for PS2, we have Silent Hill 3, which I cannot believe is this expensive. So it's a pretty nice copy. It's got the soundtrack in here and the game manual, obviously. So yeah, this is crazy. And you saw the disc-only one. Even disc-only at $50, that is just insane. So those are all the trade-ins from today, guys. I know that I kind of dragged it out a little bit, but we didn't really have much to film, and I didn't start filming till the end of the day. So there you go. So I wanted to talk about something really quick before I end the vlog here, because it's 8:16, so been here for an hour and 15 minutes or so past close, and I do want to get home, obviously. Abby left to go grocery shopping. We are going to try to have like a set meal plan, which we don't normally do, but we're trying to just cook more food at home and have just healthier stuff to eat. You know, we want to be eating more like chicken and fish, which we don't eat a ton of. We like both of them, so I don't know why we don't. It's just the act of cooking meals every night after we've been at the store all day, and we're getting home sometimes at 10 p.m. It can be a little difficult to want to cook after we get home, but we're really going to be trying. So she's picking up all sorts of different vegetables, rice, chicken, fish, all this kind of stuff. We're going to have to get some more stuff probably tomorrow from Butcher Boys, because obviously they're not open right now, and that's where we're going to be getting the chicken. But she's doing that. I'm about to finish up here, but what I want to talk about is the factory sealed stuff. And you guys have been going crazy on that stuff, which is a good thing. So we have that order that we placed the other day. We just got it in. We put everything up on the website. The video went live. We had already sold some stuff before the video went up, because people are always checking the website. But the video went up, and we have sold out of the majority of those games from that order. The 3DS games that we had in stock, we had, I think, 2 copies of each. We only have 3 games left. Like 3 different titles left. Which is crazy, because I think we had something like 10 to 15 different 3DS games that we opened up, and we only have 3 left, which is insane to me. We've sold out of a bunch of the Vita games. We have sold out of some of the Wii U games, and a lot of the DS games as well. It's crazy. So the reason that we have only really ever ordered a few copies of each game at a time is because it's very, very expensive. The wholesale cost on video games is not, like, it's not great margins. And some things I can get lucky and find good deals on, but for the most part, if a game is retailing at $60 at $59.99, the wholesale cost, and you have to pay shipping as well, but the wholesale cost is anywhere from $47 to $53 a game. So paying $53 plus shipping and selling for $60, you're not making a ton of money. So making the sales is awesome, and that's why we do it. We want to be able to provide these games for people, but it's not like we're making a killing on them. We're making our money back and a little bit of profit, but that's the main reason why I can't just go buy 20 copies of each game, because it's a ridiculous amount of money that we do not have. So what I'm going to attempt to do, and obviously no one is obligated to purchase anything from us, and I hope that it never comes off that way. But if you were ever going to buy sealed games from us, this next order that I make will definitely be the time to do so, because if it goes well, I will do it again. So here's the plan. We have never taken a loan or put anything onto a credit card for the store. and that is an option that we do have. We've just never taken it before. And what I want to do, I'm going to try it once and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to place an order for factory sealed stuff with a credit card so that we don't have to shell out the money just out of pocket. And I'm going to make a massive factory sealed order. And you could say the last order you made was massive. It was 200 games. That was a big one. It wasn't the biggest that we've made, but it was a big one. But the order that I'm looking to make this time is going to be 3 times as big as the last one. Not only in terms of quantity of items, but also different titles. So I'm not going to go through everything, obviously, but let me see if I can refresh the page here. So I'm looking at getting Nintendo Switch games, PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, PlayStation Vita, 3DS, PlayStation 2, original DS, PSP, original PlayStation, GameCube, and NES. So getting games for all of those, all brand new factory sealed. Don't get too excited about the NES. There's only one game, and it's not a popular one. But that's what I'm looking at doing. And last time we made the order, I got 2 of each game for most of them. You know, some of them that we've sold before that I know are always popular, we'll get more of, like the Batman for GameCube. We always sell those. So getting a higher quantity on those, I feel comfortable doing. But, like, getting a high quantity on a game we've never sold before is a little bit of a risk because, like I said, the profit's not that high. So if we buy 10 copies and only sell 3 of them, we're losing a ton of money. But most of the games that we're getting are games that we have sold before. But like I said before, we normally just get 2 or 3 copies of each. What I'm attempting to do here is getting between 5 and 10 copies of each game, so that if you see something in the video, there's a really good chance you're going to be able to get one. I don't like when we only get 2 of a game and 6 people want them and, 4 people miss out, and then they email us or comment and like, dang, I missed out on that game, I really wanted one. I want to be able to provide enough copies for everyone that wants one to get one. So that's what I'm trying to do with this order. And I'm going to put it on a credit card, which is a little scary, but the reason that I feel confident and comfortable doing this is because that factory sealed order that we got just a few days ago and we put in the website, the sales that we made from it, just from the day after posting it, was about 70% of the total cost that we spent on that order. And we still have plenty of stuff to sell, obviously, but making that much of the money back in just one day is crazy, but it also makes me feel a little bit more comfortable making a bigger order like this and putting it on a credit card, because the order that I'm trying to make, we could just pay for it outright, but that's a lot of money, and it would be very close to the total amount that we have like in the bank right now. We always have money coming in and coming out, so the balance that we have that just stays in there is not really reflective of like what our sales are or anything like that, if that makes any sense. So even if we made this order and didn't sell any of the games, we would still be fine. We would still be able to pay the credit card off. It'd be fine. We're not taking a risk by doing this, but like I said, if you were ever thinking about buying sealed games from us, this is going to be the time to do so once we get this next order in. And like I said that most of the games we've had in stock before, but a lot of them we have not. A lot of these are going to be new games we've never ordered before, but they're still in the same vein, the same style of games we've ordered before. So you guys probably noticed we order a lot of RPGs. We order a lot of like fighting games and like, Samurai Showdown, Final Fight, stuff like that. Survival horror games. And then popular stuff like we have like some Pokemon in here. We have Resident Evil. We have Metal Gear. There's Mega Man, Legend of Zelda, Persona, Capcom Classics, stuff like that. So there's popular games in here as well. It's not just RPGs. So there's Harvest Moon games in here too. So yeah, the plan is to do this probably tomorrow. So it's going to take about a week or so for the box to get here. So if you guys are interested in factory sealed games, especially if you missed out on any of the games from the last order, I have more copies in here. All the games we got 2 of last time, I'm getting 5 of this time. That would make 7 total, including the ones we've already sold. So that hopefully is enough for everyone who wants one to get one. There are some games I know we always sell that I'm getting more of, like the Shin Megami Tensei games for PS2. We got 5 of each of those last time. They're almost all gone. So this time I'm getting 10 of each, except for Nocturne, because that one doesn't sell as well. We still have like 4 copies left, but I'm getting 10 of each of those, which hopefully is enough. And there's other games I'm getting 10 of as well. The Mega Man games for PS2, we've gotten those before. They always sell really, really well. The profit's extremely small on those. Like, that's one of the weakest profits we have, I think, for any of them. But people really want that one, so I'm trying to get more. So, let me know what you guys think. Don't feel like you need to warn me or be worried about us at all. Like I said, we have the money to pay for it outright. I just don't want to, because it's a lot. So doing it this way will allow us to have the money that we have to, you know, if someone walks in with like a little Samson or something, we want to be able to pay for that, obviously. We don't want to have to be like, oh, well, sorry, we can't buy little Samson from you. We just bought a bunch of sealed Mega Man games. You know what I mean? So we're going to be fine either way. Even if nothing sells, we're fine. So don't feel the need to like warn us about this being a bad idea or anything like that. I think by now you guys know that when it comes to making purchasing decisions for the store, you know, I think that our track record has proved to be pretty good. So I'm not looking for advice in terms of that. But as far as like getting these games and restocking on stuff that keeps selling out over and over, just let me know what you guys are either excited for or which games you're looking for, because hopefully this video will be out before I make the order. And if like a ton of people are like, oh, I want this one game, and maybe I only got like 5 of them, maybe I'll bump it up to 10 or something like that. So there are a couple games on here that I'm only getting 2 or 3 of as well, but these are games we've never had before, and I don't know how well they're going to sell, and I don't want to take a giant risk on those. I feel more confident putting more money into games we've sold plenty of times before, because we know that they sell. There are certain games that sell locally a lot too. Most of the factory sealed games we end up shipping out, and that's understandable, but there are some games we sell a ton of in store. The Mega Man games for PS2 is a good example of that. Those ones sell in the store all the time because we never get those games traded in pre-owned. So we usually only have them if I order them brand new, which is kind of cool. Same goes for like most of the Vita games. If people come in looking for Vita games, they're probably going to buy a sealed one because we have like 5 pre-owned ones and 30 sealed ones. It's just kind of how it goes. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching today's vlog. I know that it wasn't the most exciting video, but we were just so busy. I didn't really have time to film. And look at all these packages that that are going to be shipped out tomorrow. So I've been doing a lot of shipping as well. Those bottom ones right there are empty. That's full, that's full, that's full, that's full, that's full, and then we have other boxes and stuff as well. So thank you guys so much for watching today's vlog. I really hope you've enjoyed. Please do not forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow.